A cosmic journey through time, the history of spinal traction. Welcome to our deep dive into the fascinating history of spinal traction, a therapeutic method that has been evolving for over 2,400 years. Can you imagine that? That's older than the Colosseum. It's a testament to human ingenuity, our constant desire to understand and heal the body. From ancient Greece to modern-day practices, let's explore how this technique has stood the test of time. We're going on a journey through history, tracing the evolution of spinal traction from rudimentary beginnings to its place in modern medicine. Just like the universe itself, the human body is a complex and awe-inspiring system. And just as astronomers study the cosmos to understand its origins and evolution, we're going to delve into the history of spinal traction to appreciate its impact on healthcare. Ancient Greece, the Hippocratic Oath, and the birth of spinal traction. Our journey begins in ancient Greece, around 400 BC, a time when philosophy, science, and medicine were blossoming. It was the age of Hippocrates, often hailed as the father of medicine. Now, Hippocrates wasn't just prescribing strange potions or relying on supernatural explanations for illness. He was a keen observer of the human body, a true pioneer who believed in the power of rational thought and observation. Hippocrates recognized that the spine, this central pillar of our skeletal system, was vital for movement and overall health. He understood that misalignments or compressions in the spine could lead to a whole host of problems. And so he began experimenting with methods to address these issues. Imagine, if you will, a world without X-rays, MRIs, or even sophisticated surgical tools. Hippocrates, with his dedication to understanding the human body, developed devices like the Hippocratic ladder and the Hippocratic bench. These weren't your typical furniture. These ingenious contraptions were designed to gently stretch the spine, to realign and relieve pressure. Picture this: the Hippocratic ladder. A patient, perhaps suffering from scoliosis, a curvature of the spine, would be secured to this ladder-like structure. Then, using ropes and weights, gentle traction would be applied, slowly, carefully stretching the spine, attempting to correct the deformity. The Hippocratic bench served a similar purpose. Patients would lie on this specially designed bench, and again, through a system of ropes and pulleys, traction would be applied to the spine. It was a groundbreaking concept, using mechanical forces to treat spinal conditions. These early methods, while rudimentary compared to today's technology, were based on sound principles of biomechanics. Hippocrates' work laid the foundation for spinal traction, a legacy that would be passed down through generations of physicians. Roman refinement, Galen, and the advancement of spinal traction. As the Roman Empire rose to prominence, they absorbed knowledge and innovations from the civilizations they conquered, including the Greeks. Roman physicians, ever practical and eager to improve upon existing knowledge, embraced the principles of Hippocratic medicine and took spinal traction a step further. One such physician was Galen, a prominent figure in Roman medicine. Remembered for his extensive anatomical studies and writings, Galen became the personal physician to emperors, a testament to his skills and knowledge. Galen wasn't just a follower, he was an innovator. He meticulously studied the human body, conducting dissections and experiments to deepen his understanding of anatomy and physiology. Galen recognized the therapeutic potential of spinal traction, particularly in managing pain and addressing spinal deformities. He refined the techniques pioneered by Hippocrates, developing more sophisticated methods of applying traction. He documented his findings in detail, leaving behind a wealth of knowledge that would influence medical practice for centuries. Imagine the bustling streets of ancient Rome, a crossroads of the world. In this vibrant melting pot of cultures and ideas, Galen's work on spinal traction was spreading, becoming an integral part of Roman medicine. Roman physicians, influenced by Galen's teachings, integrated spinal traction into their practices. They saw firsthand how this technique could alleviate suffering and improve the quality of life for their patients. Think of the gladiators, those legendary warriors of the Colosseum. Their grueling training and brutal combat undoubtedly resulted in countless injuries, including those affecting the spine. It's fascinating to imagine Roman physicians using spinal traction to treat these battle-scarred gladiators, helping them recover from their wounds and perhaps even return to the arena. Chapter 3. The fall of the Roman Empire marked the beginning of the Middle Ages in Europe. During this period, much of the classical knowledge, including medical texts, was lost or forgotten in the West. Yet, the flame of ancient wisdom continued to burn brightly in other parts of the world. Across the Mediterranean, in the flourishing centers of Islamic civilization, scholars and physicians meticulously translated and preserved the works of Greek and Roman thinkers, including those of Hippocrates and Galen. These invaluable texts, once on the verge of being lost forever, found new life and were studied by eager minds hungry for knowledge. Among those brilliant minds was Avicenna, a Persian polymath whose contributions to medicine, astronomy, and philosophy earned him a place among history's intellectual giants. Avicenna's masterpiece, The Canon of Medicine, became a cornerstone of medical education, influencing both Eastern and Western medical practices for centuries. Within the pages of the Canon of Medicine, Avicenna described in detail the principles of spinal alignment and the use of traction in treating spinal disorders. He recognized the importance of maintaining a healthy spine, advocating for techniques to alleviate pain and restore mobility. Imagine the bustling libraries of Baghdad or Cordoba, where scholars and physicians from all corners of the world gathered, sharing knowledge and debating medical practices. Avicenna's work, along with the translated texts of Greek and Roman physicians, ensured that the legacy of spinal traction endured. Even as Europe grappled with its own challenges, the knowledge of this ancient technique was kept alive, passed down through generations of physicians in the Islamic world. This period reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge and healing transcends borders and cultures. While Europe was experiencing a period of intellectual darkness, the torch of medical knowledge was carried by Islamic scholars and physicians, ensuring that the wisdom of the ancients would not be lost to time. Chapter 4. As Europe emerged from the Middle Ages, a period of remarkable intellectual and cultural rebirth known as the Renaissance swept across the continent. This reawakening brought about a renewed interest in classical art, literature, and significantly, science and medicine. The rediscovery of ancient Greek and Roman texts, many preserved in Islamic libraries, ignited a thirst for knowledge and a desire to reclaim the lost wisdom of antiquity. Among these rediscovered treasures were the works of Hippocrates, Galen, and, importantly, the medical treatises of Islamic scholars like Avicenna. As European physicians delved into these texts, they encountered familiar concepts: the importance of spinal alignment, the use of traction in treating back pain and deformities. It was a moment of rediscovery, a realization that the knowledge they sought had been carefully preserved and advanced by other cultures during Europe's centuries of intellectual slumber. This rediscovery fueled a renewed interest in spinal traction. European physicians, inspired by the writings of their predecessors, began incorporating traction techniques into their practice. However, this wasn't merely a rehashing of old ideas. The Renaissance was a time of innovation, and medical practitioners, armed with a spirit of inquiry, sought to improve upon the techniques of the past. One significant advancement involved the incorporation of weights and pulleys into traction devices. Imagine the workshops of Renaissance inventors, filled with gears, levers, and ingenious contraptions. It was in this spirit of invention that new and improved traction devices were born. These devices allowed for more controlled and precise application of force, refining the techniques described by Hippocrates and Galen. The use of weights and pulleys allowed physicians to target specific areas of the spine, delivering more effective treatment for a wider range of conditions. Chapter 5. The 18th and 19th centuries witnessed an explosion of scientific and technological advancements that profoundly transformed medicine. The Industrial Revolution, with its emphasis on machinery and engineering, had a profound impact on healthcare, leading to the development of innovative medical devices and treatments. Spinal traction, a technique rooted in antiquity, was not left behind in this wave of progress. Instead, it was swept up in the current of innovation, evolving from simple devices using ropes and weights to more sophisticated and mechanized systems. The development of specialized traction tables marked a significant leap forward. These tables, adjustable and equipped with various mechanisms for applying traction, allowed for more controlled and targeted treatment. No longer were physicians limited to rudimentary devices. They now had tools that provided greater precision and control. Imagine the bustling hospitals of the 19th century, where medical knowledge was rapidly advancing. In examination rooms and operating theaters, physicians began incorporating these new traction tables into their practice, using them to treat a wide range of spinal conditions. The invention of motorized traction devices in the 20th century further revolutionized the field. These devices, powered by electricity, allowed for even more precise control over the amount and duration of traction applied. The development of motorized traction marked a significant departure from the manual methods of the past, heralding a new era of precision and control in spinal traction therapy. This period also witnessed the emergence of new traction techniques, such as inversion therapy. This method, which involves inverting the body to utilize gravity for spinal decompression, gained popularity as a non-invasive way to address back pain and other spinal issues. As we entered the 21st century, spinal traction continued to evolve, incorporating the latest advancements in technology and materials. Today, we have access to sophisticated computerized traction systems that provide highly controlled and customized treatment plans tailored to individual patient needs. Outro. As we can see, spinal traction has a rich history that spans millennia, continually adapting and improving. From the rudimentary yet ingenious devices of Hippocrates to the sophisticated computerized systems of today, the pursuit of relieving back pain and improving spinal health has been a constant throughout human history. The story of spinal traction is a testament to human ingenuity, our relentless pursuit of knowledge, and our unwavering desire to alleviate suffering. It's a journey that began over 2,000 years ago, and it continues to unfold today with each new discovery and innovation. Thank you for joining us on this historical journey. Stay tuned for more deep dives into the fascinating world of medical history.